Well, it does look like he's forming up very much on this side of the battlefield, doesn't it, over here? So I'm going to put my guns, say, here, so I can get a good shot in against him. I'll put my general up somewhere near the guns, because that's usually somewhere near the centre of the line. So let's have him over there as well. This artillery here, I'm going to want to put those... sorry, not this artillery. What am I talking about? These Jaegers. What am I referring to? It's anti-artillery, I suppose, is the best way to describe it, isn't it? You know, so instead of calling them artillery, I'll leave these horse a little bit back because I don't want them to be exposed too much to that cavalry. Blimey heck, that fire towards my cavalry from his artillery. I nearly said from that cavalry fire then. Goodness me. Right, okay. What's he got in there? Armed citizenry against the wall. It's obviously because they're part of the defensive positions from his old formation. That's probably why he's done that, I would imagine. So we're sort of still forming up, I think, as his cavalry begins to make a move towards me. It's not looking good, that, is it? And my artillery still can't fire. Let's just have a look and see what this cavalry are about to do. I was rather hoping that he'd go for my... Ah, here we go. Which ones is he going for? These, square, these, square, these, square, and these square, just in case. Let's decide which ones he's going for. And then I put, well, why didn't they go into square? Oh, they are doing. Right, okay. Why didn't they go into square? Right, okay. And then just put whichever one that he hits onto melee mode as well. It's looking like it's going to be that one, doesn't it? So put those onto melee mode there, and we'll do the same with these here as well. Put those onto melee mode as well. So that should take out his horse. That's excellent news. That means that my Jaegers are fairly safe to go over and take out his artillery now, I would have thought. That is his hussars, isn't it? He's only got one unit of hussars, by the way. It's all he's got in the game. So once they've gone, that's the end of it for him. Look at that, we're still in line. Ah, crikey, how many men have I got left? 106? Well, isn't that ridiculous? Is that... I wonder if it's because we got caught before we could go into square. Maybe that's what happened. Or maybe I'm being a little bit too generous to the AI there. I'm not too sure. Anyhow, he's gone. That's the end of his cavalry. How much damage did he do? 106 there. He did pretty well when you consider he only had 45 of those hussars. So it's not bad. He managed to take out 14 of those, and he's taken out 5 of those as well. So he's probably taken out almost his own number, I would have thought. But, anyhow, while my horse are moving over... While my Jaegers, supported by my horse, are moving over towards his artillery, I'll spend a bit of time putting these back into some kind of a formation. Right, okay. Oh, he seems to have moved completely round now, doesn't he? Totally. So I think I might have to move just a little bit further round again. So there's those troops over there. So if I move, say perhaps to here, that might be roughly the right formation for them then, mightn't it? What on earth are they? Ah dear. And those, they still haven't changed. It's very unreliable, this clicking the squares on and off. Troops just don't seem to respond in the way that you'd want them to, really, at all. In fact, look, they don't seem to be moving out of square at all, even now, do they? So why not? Why aren't you coming out of square? Still not, even now. Coming out. What are you doing? Right, okay. We're just coming out very slowly. Let's see if that's staggered my line now and made a mess. No, it hasn't, actually. That's good. Still got my complete line. You notice I've had a... Oh, look. Let's throw those out there, whatever they are. Notice I've had a bit of a break from tradition, and I've not got Jaegers in the front. I've got them over to the edges so that I can take out any artillery that he puts on flanks. I know that because in line formations he tends to do that. Put them on the side there. Where are we? We're still getting into position here, it seems. Okay. Now I had moved my cavalry up here so that they could take out his cavalry when he goes for my Jaegers. Luckily, so far, he doesn't seem to have hit those troops at all. I think it might be worth just taking those out, though. They're against a wall, but they're not really facing the wall as far as I'm concerned. What I'll do is, let's get these out of this formation, because I don't think that's working at all. And I'll spare 2 from the end there, and put everybody else. In fact, let's find out which 2 these are. Those 2. That one, and that one. Okay, they're in a funny place, aren't they? So let's group those for now, so we know what they're doing. And I'll send those over here in this direction, to take out those militia against that wall, just to tidy that bit up there. There we go. Maybe maybe there actually. Seems like a better position, doesn't it? And then the rest of the musketry, these minus the Jaegers. I'm going to actually line those up now because I don't think it's going to work if I move those as a group. So let's have those across here then. Across there. I think that should just about line it up, I would have thought. And then bring the artillery over to the centre somewhere. He's moving back and back and back and back, isn't he? Very dull of him. Okay, those up there. This horse over to the flank here. Wherever the flank is, there it is. The Jaegers seem to be planning to go there at the moment. These right-hand Jaegers, that's these. I really want them to take out this artillery. I want to take out that artillery there in the front. But of course they're behind Gabions, which means it's going to be difficult for me. He's got his general still, who he could use to good effect against my Jaegers, should I move them forward against that artillery. But I'm going to have to go for it, I'm afraid. I can't just leave that artillery there to continue firing at me. Notice the chevaux de frise across here from the defences that he had. So I won't be wanting to rush any cavalry across that point, of course. How are we doing in terms of setting up this line now? We're almost there. I think we should be about level, shouldn't we? He seems to have a lot longer line than mine, doesn't he? But never mind. Let's see what's happening here. Almost in position. Have we lost anybody yet? No, I haven't actually lost anybody yet, so I think we should be firing shortly. Ah, they got caught now, shot by their own men, I think, really. Just walking along there, they've lost 1. I think we can suffer the loss of 1. Now these here, what I'm going to do with these 2 is get them to... Ah, has he moved? No, he's still there. Right, okay. I'm going to get a fire and advance along here. See how well that works in this position. One of the problems with fire and advance is that is your troops spread out when you do it, so they sort of intermingle with one another, which isn't the best way of doing it. Let's have a look over here and see how we're doing with the artillery. Have we started to fire at him yet? Yes, I think we have. 11 out of 18 he's got left there now. They don't seem to be doing much, if anything. Let's have a look. Doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Maybe he can't find a target for some reason. Let's have a look. Oh, he's got the buildings there, hasn't he? Maybe it's the buildings he's putting off, but he could be firing at the cavalry, couldn't he? So that's a bit remiss of him, I would think, really. Let's have a look at the infantry over here, taking out those citizenry. I'm hoping now we're in a position where we can try the fire in advance. I don't use it very often. Hardly at all. Let's see if we have some good effect against there. I saw some shots being fired then, and I don't know who are this. Oh, I see. They're the ones that are firing over the artillery, it seems, aren't they? Well, they seem to have taken out the artillery completely, don't they? So I think what I'll do now is move those. Well, we've got 89 there and 90 there. Seems to me we lost only 1 man there, and the one that we did lose was lost to our own fire. So, okay, let's have these along here then. So I'm hoping to take these away, clear these chaps out, and then once we've cleared those, I'm hoping to clear them completely, to be honest, and not need the cavalry, but I'll just bring up the cavalry in reserve anyway, just in case it's needed.